it's Sam. So today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, trying a bunch of new products that I have recently gotten in PR. So I have new foundation, concealer, some powders, bronzers, eyeshadow palettes, lip products, mascara. So there's a nice range of new things that I'm going to be trying, and it's all stuff that is new to me. So we're just going to be kind of putting them to the test, and I'm going to share my thoughts with you guys as I use everything. I do have a giveaway for you guys as well. Revolution Pro sent me a massive box of PR of like all their new products, and they did send me a full like range of some of their bronzers and powders. Just head on over to my Instagram. It's at Sam Schuerman. I'm going to link that giveaway post below, as well as just a link to my Instagram, so that if you guys go and follow me over there, you guys have the chance to win. But it's basically some bronzers, some like setting powders, some concealers, and some lipsticks. So I thought it might be a nice way to put a smile on someone's face and kind of bring a little bit of happy energy into someone's day. And I also just wanted to say that I'm thinking of everyone right now. I know it's been such a troubling time. This past week I spent a lot of time just kind of listening and learning and reading people's stories. I felt for so many people, and I just want to let you guys know that I'm sending you guys love and positivity, and I'm thinking of you guys. I think we can all just do our part to be as kind as we very possibly can. My heart breaks for everyone who has ever experienced any form of racism or prejudice. I just want to let you guys know that I love you guys, and I am thinking of you guys at the moment. Let's go ahead and get started into the tutorial. We have a very summery look today. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this look. Subscribe if you haven't already, and then don't forget to follow me on Instagram. All of that information will be down below. How to enter. You basically just need to go over to my Instagram. It's at Sam Schuerman, but I'll link it down below. Okay, so I have just moisturized. I've got my eye cream on. The very first thing that I'm going to be trying out is this. This is called the Beauty For Real MVP Perfect and Protect Tinted Moisturizer and Concealer, and it's SPF 25. It says MVP is a revolutionary skin perfecting cream that provides lightweight coverage while delivering broad spectrum UVA, UVB, SPF 25 protection, antioxidants, peptides, and epigenetic, I don't know if that's the right word, technology treats skin and reprograms skin cells to provide long-term anti-aging benefits. Innovatively included is a pigment-rich concealer. So the concealer is in this top part right here. So you open it up and there is your concealer, and then this just opens up and squeezes out. So this is called the Super Sponge, and it comes in this really handy little case, which is kind of nice because you can keep the case and then you can use it to dry out your sponge and to store your sponge. And one side is, oh, and you can also use this to actually like clean the sponge, but one side is like, you know, your typical beauty sponge, and then the other is like a silicone. So I've never tried this before. I'm really intrigued. Okay, so I've just wet it. So I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze the product right out onto, oh, this color looks like it's gonna work. I'm gonna go onto the silicone side first and just kind of get that placed around my face. Now the benefits of having like a silicone side is that it's not gonna absorb any of the product. So I'm going to kind of pat it down with the silicone side first, and then kind of just blend out the rest with the sponge side. So that's kind of the cool thing about this. And like, obviously I've never tried it, so I don't know if it's going to be great, but I think the idea behind it is cool, because normally you end up using so much product because the sponge absorbs it as you're kind of like blending it out and getting it all around your face. I didn't think it was gonna like blend it into the skin at all, but it seems to actually be kind of like pushing it into the skin quite well. Okay, so that's what it's done with just using the silicone side. I haven't even used the actual sponge side, and I will say I think it's done a really good job. Like, I was not expecting it to blend out as well, because I'm like, silicone is just gonna like swipe it around on my face, but it's actually like pushed the product into the skin really, really well. I am very impressed. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and use the sponge side and just make sure everything is completely pushed into the skin. It's also gonna absorb any extra product that I might have on my face. So you can see it's picked up a bit of product, but maybe that was just extra. And this coverage it's nice, but it's not too much, you know? It's not like, whoa, Nelly, full coverage, flawless. But I haven't been wearing my makeup like that lately because I really have not been too bothered. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just take that concealer. Oh, this looks like it might be a little too dark, but we'll give it a go. I'm pretty tan at the moment. I've been at the pool a lot, like every single day. It's actually quite nice. It's just kind of like a natural. Just put a little bit on my eyelids. Just make sure everything's blended out. And then I'm just going to use the silicone side just to really get into that corner there. I think I do have one more little like concealer highlighter type thing. This is the Veil Cosmetics Complexion Fix Corrector Concealer Highlighter, and the color is Porcelain 1N. So I think it's a little bit more of a brightening property. So now that we have the actual, whoa! It's okay. I'm just going to use this more spongy side so it'll kind of absorb more of that product since it is so light. The sponge is really nice to hold. I will say that the sponge does feel like it holds on to a lot of water. So really give it a good, like, gentle squeeze, but like maybe squeeze it a few times. But I don't feel water on my face. It just feels really kind of cooling. So this is the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. So I'm just going to get a little bit. It's very cute packaging. This is nice. It's not too like much coverage. It just kind of gives you a little bit, but it does feel a little bit tacky. And then we're going to play with some new powders. So these are from Revolution Pro. This is the translucent pressed powder. It contains hyaluronic acid and antioxidants. This is in translucent and also claims to have no flashback. That's always nice. Also, they're really hard to open. You have some new brushes as well. This is the Sigma Iconic Iconic Brush Set, 5 rose gold brushes and beauty bag. It is a 128 value, but it's only $89. So you get the little bag that looks like this. It just says Sigma. And then you get the brushes inside. So they're all really cute. So you've got your flat top, FO3 High Cheekbone Highlighter. So I'm going to use that one today because I have a new highlighter to play with. Spotlight Duster. This is the E37. These brushes are super pretty. E54 Medium Sweeper Brush. And then last but not least, we have the E38 Diffused Crease. So we're going to be playing with some of those today. I'm going to try out this brush right here just to use it for the under eye powder. I just want to see if it works good. And I'm just going to go in. So it looks white. It's just translucent. Oh, it's very soft. I'm just going to go ahead and set my under eyes. This brush feels lovely. It's so soft. I'm going to put a little bit right around here. Okay, so it's not as pore filling as my usual. And then I do have another color. This is the color Warm Maple. And I'm just going to use this, hopefully it's the right color, to set the rest of my face. Just the areas that we didn't really get with the translucent. I'm just keeping that one around the sides of my face where I would normally just keep it darker anyway. So now we are going to go ahead and use the new bronzers that they have. So there's 2 shades that I thought would work for me. So the ones that I chose that I think will work for me are the, I don't know how you say it, Balao? It's B-A-L-A-O. Is that Balao? This is the Sculpting Bronzer with Cocoa Extract. It looks like this. So the packaging is really pretty. So it looks like it has a nice bit of golden kind of warmth. And then we also have the color Bahia. Bahia? Bahia. This is the 2 together. So this is Balao, this is Bahia. Belau looks a little bit deeper. So I'm going to try the Bahia. I have like a little hair tickling my nose. And we're just going to give that a go first. Oh, I just realized I was going to do a cream blush and I totally spaced it. How annoying. Okay, so it's quite fair. I feel like if you are someone who is a little bit lighter than me, obviously I have a tan going on at the moment, you would definitely like this color. I think I need a little bit darker. So that's probably good when I'm not super tan. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the Belau. Belau. How many times can you say the word? Oh yeah, so see, that's giving me a little bit more color. Still, it's actually very neutral. It's not too warm at all. It's not ashy. It's a very nice neutral bronzer. It looks nice on the skin. It doesn't look too matte, but it's also not shimmery. So, okay, so that's kind of blended everything out really nicely. I like that. It looks good. It's just a really good color. I would definitely use this again if it doesn't break me out. So I was going to use a cream blush. I'll show you the one I was going to use, but I've done my powders now and it will never look good on me. I feel like some people can get away doing that, but with like when I do it, it just looks super crap. So we're not going to do that today. Oh, and I also forgot to do my highlighter first. Ooh, you know when you like don't go on your normal routine, you forget all the things. So this is the one I was going to use. This is the Velvet Lip and Cheek, or I'm sorry, it's the Veil Velvet Lip and Cheek, and it's got like all these different really pretty shades in there. I was going to use that one, but I forgot. So those are, and they're very subtle. I've actually used it before on like a super minimal makeup day, and I didn't use any powder or anything. I literally just like popped it on just to see, and they were really pretty. They blended out really nicely. This one right here, the Guava, or I'm sorry, Apricot, looks really beautiful. So those are the shades. We'll just go ahead and use the one that I have been using a ton, which is my Alamar Cosmetics. This is the one I use on a daily basis, and I just mix these two together. And I use a Real Techniques brush. I really like this one. It's the 400. It's pretty much my favorite blush brush. It's a lot bigger than the one I'm used to using, but I really like the way it puts the blush on. And I also really like how soft the bristles are, because the one that I use can sometimes feel a bit rough. This is from Pop Beauty, and this is the Prismatic Pop Ultraviolet Light. So we're going to go ahead and use this little Sigma brush that came in that set. This is the F03 High Cheekbone Highlighter. I'm just going to fluff it up a little bit first, and we're just going to... Oh! It's a little bit more purple than I was expecting, folks. Okay, so that's looking like super festival inspired. I was going for more of a natural look, but hey, whatever floats your boat. It's actually a really beautiful consistency. The texture is lovely. It's going on really nicely. It's just a little bit purpley than what I wanted, so that's what it looks like. It's really pretty. Brush is putting it on nicely. A little bit more unicorn purple vibes than I wanted, but that's okay. There's always a place for that. Just not today. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Moonplay Cosmetics Vow, and we're just going to kind of soften that up and just camouflage the purple. So I had a weird bug bite right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. And it has taken forever to go down, but it was super itchy. And at first when it popped up, I was like, well, that's a strange zit. And then it started itching really bad, and I was like, okay, that's not a zit, I don't think. And it's been such an annoying thing. It just will not, it's like not a zit because it won't pop, and it was super itchy, so I kept on scratching it. And then it kind of got like really hard. I don't know, it was so weird. I don't know if it was a mosquito bite or something else bit me, but now it's left this big, huge, like rock hard bump. And I'm hoping it goes away, because like, you know, with a zit you can at least pop it and get it out, but I think it's a bite. I don't know what happened. Like, it's super weird. I'm just gonna go ahead and like retouch up the blush just to blend out, because my highlighter's a bit exciting right now. Just a little bit intense. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get that powder brush and just kind of blend it all. I am noticing the pores on my forehead are looking quite big with that powder, So if you have big pores, you might want to just not use that setting powder as a pore filler and use it as more of just a kind of finishing powder. This is the IT Cosmetics. And it is the Universal Taupe Brow Power Micro. Oh no, am I almost out? Fiddle. So the only thing I don't like about this thing is that it actually runs out so fast. Bummer. We used it all up before we finished. Oh, I hate when that happens. This is the e.l.f. The color is neutral brown. We're going to give it a go. Hopefully it'll be okay to finish off. I feel like eyebrows are literally the most annoying thing to have to do on your face. I hate them. So we have a few different eyeshadow palettes, and there's so many that I got excited about. So the first one is this, and it looked so beautiful. This is the Living in Color from Hank and Henry. This is cruelty-free and vegan, and it's got some really beautiful shades in there. Really beautiful kind of jewel tones. So there's some metallic and then there's some matte. So I'm just going to show you guys all the ones that I'm like, ooh, excited about. And then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with them all, because I don't know if I'll end up using all of them. But there's another one from Wander Beauty. Again, Wander Beauty is cruelty free. And I don't know if every single item in here is cruelty free, but I will know the ones that I know for sure I'll mention. This is the Wanderess Escape palette. Really pretty. It looks like you're just on vacation, which is where I'd like to be at the moment. So this one is a little bit more neutral. You've got a pop of like aqua right there, which is really beautiful. You've got some really nice kind of neutral crease tones, a pretty highlight, a nice little champagne-y shimmer. So you got some really pretty colors in there. This one, which is looking quite dark and smoky, this is the Revolution Pro New Neutral Smoked palette. Really beautiful. That one's got some really nice kind of, again, gem tones, some sparkles. Then we have the Revolution Pro Blushed palette. This one looks so much like the Huda Beauty. What's her palette called? Is it in here? This is called the New Nude. Let's just open it up because I feel like it's so similar. Oh, it is so similar, you guys. Do you guys see the similarities of these, like the speckled little pinks and stuff? So might be a possible dupe. That one's really pretty. It's got some really beautiful tones in there as well. Some sparkles. Oh, there's just so many I want to use. I don't know what to do. But then look how pretty this is. This is the Revolution Pro Ultimate Eye Look Palette. Diamonds and pearls, but look how beautiful the actual packaging of this is. It's so pretty. It looks like some kind of gorgeous, like, compact mirror. Like, can you imagine just that sitting out on your vanity? This one has a really gorgeous metallic gold that looks really fab. And then it has some like really pretty kind of nudie mauve, and then a really pretty kind of champagne-y light pink. So there's just so much to choose from. So I think the first thing that I do want to do is go into that Wanderess Escape. I thought my thing was gonna fall. And I do want to go in with that little shader brush. This is the E54. And I'm gonna go ahead and take Moonlit because it looks like a really pretty soft brow bone highlight. It's got a little bit of a kind of golden tone to it, but it's like not too much. Yeah, that's nice. It's not super frosty, but it's just enough to where it gives you a little bit of a glow. So that's really pretty. Then I think I'm gonna take this little crease brush here. This is that one from that thing as well. It's the E38 Diffused Crease. And I'm gonna go into Sunkissed. This is like a soft kind of peachy kind of camel color. These have a lot of coverage actually. They're quite opaque. So that's just kind of given me, it's amazing how, like, look at that eye, it looks so much more lifted versus that eye. Isn't it so weird how like makeup does that? I think I'm gonna just get a little bit of that Sunkissed and I'm gonna take it into the outer corner here. Just a little bit, just to kind of close up that corner. Because I think I want to do a pop of blue right on the inner bit. I think I kind of want to do a little bit of this color right here. It's kind of like an orangey and then go into the brown just to kind of deepen up this crease a little bit, not too much, but I do. Okay, these are a little harder to blend. It didn't go down quite as nicely as I would have liked it to. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, where am I? I'm going to taking this one right here, this really fun kind of teal, and I'm going to pop it right into the center of my lid. Then I'm going to take this darker one right here and just kind of blend out the edge. Yes. Now we're going to move on to Sea Glass from the Wanderess palette. It's a little bit lighter, so I do want to just kind of go over. Oh, that just like really intensified it. Just going to take it in a little bit as well. Fabulous. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited with that color. It's very, very nice. We're gonna go into this other Revolution Pro with the pearls into that gold color, because I really just want to see what this, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I just want to pop that into the inner corner. It's kind of chunky. Okay, that's really pretty. I feel like Egyptian goddess. I'm going to take this color right here on the side here and pop that right into my inner corner just to add a little bit of brightness. Wow, these are really pretty, you guys. First colors that we did, which was this one, Sun-Kissed, and I'm going to pop that underneath. I'm going to keep the underneath neutral, I think. Sometimes I really want to take like the blue color under as well, but then I feel like sometimes it can be a little much. And I'm going to go back in just to that warmer color. I'm not going to pick up the dark because I don't want it to be too dark down there. I'm just going to kind of warm it up just a little bit so there's a little bit more definition. The eyes are finished as far as shadow goes. Now I'm going to go ahead, and I don't have any new liners, I don't think, or do I? I'm just going to go in with my regular nude one. This is the Silk Kajal Nudo from Lord & Berry. This reminds me so much of the makeup I used to wear when I was like first met Jay in my 20s. I always used to wear teal and aqua. So we've got a couple of mascaras to try out. One, oh, it's a stabby one. This is Beauty for Real. I might use this on the bottom one. And then we also have the Wander Beauty Unleashed Volume and Curl Mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes first. I'm loving this aqua teal peacocky color. It's so beautiful for the summer. So this is the Tarte Opening Act Lash Primer. And then I just use the brush of the Seals Booster XL from Lancome. I don't like the brush of the Tarte. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Unleashed. Ooh, it's a curved brush, very much like the Lancome. Okay, look at this, you guys. So Lancome Hypnose Drama is my favorite. Do you guys see how similar those wands are? This is Lancome, this is the Wanderess. Lancome looks a little bit fluffier, but this might be a dupe. I like them when they have that kind of S curve, because then they fit to your eye really well, especially if you are someone who has more of a rounded eye shape like I do. Okay, so it's quite lengthening, not as volumizing as the Lancome, but maybe we can build it up with 2 coats. Oh, it's so nice to have highlights back in my hair. Again, my hair was getting so greasy so fast. Like, I felt like I had to wash my hair every single day, but then my ends are dry, so it was just super annoying. I felt like my hair was looking so flat to my head and just not cute, and then my roots were ashy against like a reddish base, and it was just, I was so excited when I found out that you could go get your hair done again, and it was the perfect timing because the girl that I initially found when I first started getting my hair done in Wilmington came back for, I don't know how long she's back here, but she's just back for a little while because she moved. And I just love her. She does such a beautiful job. So when I found out she was here, I was like, yes please. I'm actually really impressed with that. I think it's nice. It's not as good as the long comb, but it is a good option. It lengthens. It's not quite as volumizing, but long comb is just, their mascaras are bomb. Now this is the Beauty For Real High Def Mascara in just black. It does have the little tiny stabby wand, but I'm just going to use it on the bottom. Oh wow. It's great for the bottom. We'll just use the Tatcha. My lips are super dry. So this is the Tatcha. The Kiss You Lip Mask. Has no scent. Such a bummer, but the packaging's really pretty and it is nice. Oh, I got it all down here. Do you see that? It made my lashes so big and long that it's getting down there. I just won't look down. So I have a lip liner. This is from Beauty For Real. This is the lip pencil in Define Lip Pencil in the color Neutral. So this is like a really kind of soft neutral. It's actually like the exact color of my lips, like my natural lips. I need a little bit more pigment, I feel like. Yeah, it's a little bit cool toned. This is the Hydra Gloss with collagen, hyaluronic acid, and peptides in the color Tainted. It also looks kind of mauve. I don't know if I like mauve so much, but we'll see. It might be, oh god, that's a massive wand. Oh wow, that's like super intensely opaque. Wow, that's like super rich, like it's quite thick. We might just need to add a little bit of this color right here to kind of add a little bit more of a warmth, because I just don't do too well with too cool or mauve of colors. I need a little bit of color. Yeah, that's actually really pretty mixed together. Okay, that's good. We saved it. And then I do have a little sparkly gloss that I want to put over. This is the Vintage by Jessica Libeskind. Hopefully I said that right. Sparkling lip gloss in pink sequin. And it's got like little sparkly shimmers. It doesn't smell. Or does it? No, I don't really smell anything. Okay, so it just kind of looks more clear. I don't really see any major sparkles on there. Just a clear gloss. What I am noticing is that my pores look really big because of that powder. The powder was definitely something that I would have used after setting with my normal setting powder. So as the translucent one, like that one, the Revolution Pro, I wouldn't use it as a setting powder if you do have like larger pores or like little, you know, texture around your thing. You do need to use something that is more of a pore filler. So I am going to go ahead and just pop on my pore filling one. This is the Tarte Smooth Operator, and maybe you guys will see the difference. But see, there's my skin right now, and you can see like every single pore I have is just not cute. Also, I've got mascara down here because that mascara was like intense. So I'm just going to pop some of this on, and then we'll see if we can tell a difference. Maybe I'll do one side. Ooh, that's fun. Let's do that. I'll just do one side of my face. With my pore filling one. And then we won't do the other side. And we'll see if you guys know what I'm talking about. Because I know I get a lot of messages, and I hear it all the time of saying like, oh, I can't wear powder. It'll make my pores look massive. It'll look super terrible. I will be too old. I'll look blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I think it's the wrong powder for you. So this is the side that I've just put my pore filling powder on, and hopefully you guys will be able to tell the difference. But when I look in the mirror right here, right there, you can see it automatically. It's already smoothed out. My pores look way smaller. It just looks all airbrushed and like fluffed, you know? Versus this side, you can see, especially right here on my lip and around here, it looks so much more like dotted. And like in here, you can see my pores a lot more, and my forehead also. So there's the difference. If you guys can tell, let me know. It's always hard to tell on camera, but in like real life, this side looks so much smoother. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off so I don't look like all mismatched. Powder is seriously one of those things that can make or break your face, I feel like. You can have the greatest foundation ever. You can have the greatest sponge, the greatest tools, the brushes, all the good stuff. But if you don't have the right setting powder for your type of skin, it can really make your skin look so much older and so much more textured, and your pores bigger and way less smooth. So we're just gonna go ahead and fill all of those pesky little lines in. Okay, now obviously because I've just put a ton of powder all over my face, now it's looking a little bit like I don't have any blush color. So we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit more blush in. And I'm also just, whatever is left on that bronzer brush, I'm just gonna kind of retouch over here just so that we don't have any looking like white around where my melasma is. I'm actually really liking the way that highlighter looks. It's actually really pretty, like layered with the bow on top. It does actually look really quite nice. It kind of has like a purpley kind of hint underneath, and it's just really, it's very, very flattering actually. It looks really nice. And then to finish off the entire look, last but not least, we're gonna do the Pop Makeup Magnet Mist. I think I've used this in the past. It's an energizing makeup spray. It's got vitamin C, it's got licorice to depuff, it's got caffeine to energize, and it just makes it so that your makeup stays all day long. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray a few to make sure I'm getting no clumps. Ooh, it smells like peppermint. That will also help if you have used a lot of powder. A setting mist will also help to kind of melt that powder into your face so that you don't look super powdery. There's the finished look. I will say, as of now, this foundation did really well. I was not expecting it to give the coverage that I wanted because it's a tinted moisturizer. So I was thinking like, oh crap, it's gonna look so, like you're gonna be able to see every single thing through, but I think it's given me enough coverage to where I feel even, but you can still see a little bit of my kind of like freckles. I don't even want to call them freckles. They're not. They're like blotches of brown, but they're coming through a little bit to where it looks a little bit more skin-like. Like you can see down here where my melasma is really dark from where like I have a hat on, and I think the sun still gets me there. It's gotten quite dark in this section, and it's kind of showing, but not too much. So I'm actually very impressed. It is SPF 25. I love the fact that it has that little concealer, and my under eyes look really nice. It's kind of canceled out my dark circles, which I think is good because it's not too light. And then this was actually also really nice over the top. So I was quite impressed with this little combo. I'm always weary to try new foundations and concealers because like, I feel like once you find one that you love, you're like, why would I switch? But as of right now, and this is cruelty free by the way, it is looking beautiful and I'm very impressed. I think the bronzer, the Revolution Pro bronzer was lovely. Again, it's gonna be something that I'll have to try out and see what it does to me long term because I do tend to break out from bronzers and blushes. But as of right now, I like the way it applied. I like how it gave me coverage. It looks really pretty on the skin. The powders, I think I could do without. I honestly don't think that they're anything that I would be like super rushing to try again. I think if I would have maybe put my filling powder on first, like I always do, and then try it that way with the warm maple, I might give that one a go. But as far as the translucent, I don't think that I would do it again just because I do feel like it made my pores look really, really enhanced and big, and it just didn't do the job that I want a powder to do. And as far as the shadows go, I think altogether I created a beautiful look. I was a little disappointed with these two. I just don't feel like they went on as well, but I loved those metallic shades in the Hank and Henry palette. And then this Revolution Pro palette was fab. I mean, those two colors right there were gorgeous. Totally recommend that, and it's so pretty. The Wanderess, I absolutely loved this one for the crease. I think it's a perfect color. Loved that sea glass. I thought that was really nice for the brow bone, so I'm really happy with that one. And then we ended up not even using this one, did we? But it looks so pretty. I'll have to try it another time. And then the lip liner, it was just too mauve. Nice formula, but too mauve. This, I think I could go without. The little vintage lip gloss, it really didn't, I mean, my lips look very wet right now, I will say that, but as far as like looking for something that's shimmery or sparkly, I didn't really notice too much of a difference. And then as far as the mascaras go, I think the mascara did actually do quite well, both of them, for what I used them for. I was quite impressed with the bottom one because it really like made my lashes stand out like Twiggy style. And I think this one also did really well as well for a cruelty-free option for my Lancome Hypnose Drama. Oh, and the sponge! Really impressed with the sponge. I was not expecting to like this, especially trying out a new foundation. I was like, oh crap, it's just gonna be like horrendous altogether. But I love the way it feels. I love how big it is. It's nice and bouncy. It has a really nice kind of squishy, bouncy texture. The silicone is nice. It's not hard. It's very soft. It almost feels like you're applying it with like your own finger. And it doesn't absorb too much foundation, which is really nice. And then this little bit right here is very soft. It's really nice to like, it feels really cooling and very gentle and soft on the skin. And then I love that you do have your own little cleaning tool, because this is like a little rubbery doodad. And then I love the fact that you can just, once it's clean, obviously, pop it back into its little case. And then if you are traveling, one day we will, folks, you have a perfect little case that you can keep, and it's really cute. They have a really pretty kind of like teal, and then they've got a really beautiful purple, and I don't know if there was another color, but I like the pink one. The pink one is lovely, but I'll definitely be using this one again. And also it says it saves 4 times the makeup, it limits germs, it stays clean, and it 5% of all profits go towards helping dying coral reefs. It's latex free, it's cruelty free, which looks like that. So really cool. I like the idea of that. I think that's very innovative and something that I haven't seen before. And I feel like my makeup looks really good. So I'm super happy that I did this. It's been a while since I've done like a trying new products makeup tutorial. But yeah, I'm glad I did this because I feel like I found some products that I really like and I will absolutely be using again. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Don't forget, everything is linked down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.